Another sports take here on OSC Sports Network. I'm KP Wee. ESPN.com recently posted its top 20 sports moments of the last 20 years as part of its 20th anniversary celebration, and there were some glaring omissions on that list. Let me first state that I like the Patriots and the Saints, and I do watch hockey, so I'm a bit biased here. But in ESPN.com's top 20 list, again, this is a list of top moments, with the Boston Red Sox rallying from an 0-3 deficit to beat the Yankees in the 2004 ALCS, being ranked number 1. No argument there, but what's missing on the list, though, are the New England Patriots winning the Super Bowl about 4 months after September 11th, which at the time seemed very fitting that a team with the nickname Patriots won a championship. That's missing from the ESPN.com list. And what about the fact that the 2007 Patriots completed the first 16-0 regular season in NFL history, with both Tom Brady and Randy Moss setting league records? That was not on the list either. As a side note, the Giants upsetting the Patriots in the Super Bowl following that season did make it at number 7 on the list, but to not have the Patriots' historic regular season as a top 20 moment just doesn't seem right. Also missing was the New Orleans Saints winning the Super Bowl 4 years after Hurricane Katrina, which I believe should have been on the list. It was the first ever championship for a Hard Luck franchise and should be a top 20 moment. Similarly, there was no hockey moment that made the ESPN.com list, even though in the last 20 years we've seen teams such as Detroit, Chicago, and Boston end lengthy droughts to win the Stanley Cup. You would think that at least one of them would have made it on the list, but there was no hockey moment on there. Speaking of droughts, the fact that the 2005 Chicago White Sox ended a World Series drought that went all the way back to 1917 should have been acknowledged as well, but didn't crack the list. There were quite a few basketball moments that did make it, but missing was Ray Allen's three-pointer for the Miami Heat against the San Antonio Spurs in Game 6 of the 2013 NBA Finals. Some of the ones that were on the ESPN.com list included Jackie Robinson's number 42 universally retired at number 17, and Vince Young's comeback versus USC at number 15. Now, the number 42 being retired across baseball was long overdue when it happened in 1997, but it isn't a moment from a game. I believe that should be number 1 on its own separate list, its own separate category, and a great off-the-field moment, but it doesn't seem to fit on this list, which seems to be a list of top moments on the field, on the court, on the ice, etc. I'm not sure that Vince Young's comeback belongs here as well. Some of the other moments I mentioned, the Patriots' first title and their 16-0 regular season, definitely do belong. And look at the Saints' Super Bowl championship and at least one of the original 6 teams' Stanley Cup titles recently. And ESPN.com also posted a list of the top 20 teams in the last 20 years. Let me say that I like the Red Sox, but I don't agree with the 2004 Sox being ranked number 2 behind the Chicago Bulls dynasty teams. The 2004 Boston Red Sox weren't even the best team in their own sport in the last 20 years, as the Yankee clubs from 1998 to 2000 won 3 straight titles, and that 98 team was also considered one of the greatest in the history of baseball. They set an American League record with 114 wins and then went on to capture the first of 3 straight titles. I would have to rank that Yankee dynasty ahead of the 2004 Red Sox, and I'm speaking as a Red Sox fan. Now, the top 4 were number 1, the Bulls dynasty, number 2, the 2004 Red Sox, number 3, the New England Patriots dynasty teams, and number 4, the Yankees dynasty clubs. I would have put the Yankees at number 2. Again, with this list, there are some glaring omissions, such as the greatest show on turf, the 1999 St. Louis Rams, not being on the list. Teams that won multiple titles over a short period of time, such as the New Jersey Devils and the San Francisco Giants, also did not make the cut. You can even make an argument for the 1995 Dallas Cowboys, the last of the 3 Super Bowl championships they won in the 1990s. The Cowboys, in fact, became the first team to win 3 Super Bowls in a span of 4 seasons when they won that championship following the 95 season. But they did not crack the ESPN.com list. So happy birthday, ESPN.com, and thank you for coming up with these lists, as they definitely help to stir up some great debates, but I'm afraid you've missed the mark with some of the omissions and poorly ranked teams. That's all sports take here on OSC Sports Network. I'm KP Wee. We'll talk to you again next time.